On my soul. Hey, yo, listen, y'all. I've been for 4 years, y'all. I've been talking to everybody who has ever put a hand.
Why? What's up? What I do to you?
Let's be security.
A woman's name.
Let me. Beat me up. I don't want to you up, kiddo.
Hip-hop interviews ignite like gunpowder. One wrong move, one disrespectful question, and everything explodes into chaos. These aren't just moments of anger. They're battles for respect, survival, and truth.
Okay, I would love to see you try that.
From DMX snapping and shouting at Iyanla during their tense sit-down,
Ladies, shut up, man. I'm talking about, no, listen, man.
To Birdman storming the Breakfast Club demanding, "Put some respect on my name."
Stop playing with my name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
These are the times rap's fiercest legends snapped, fought back, and made one thing crystal clear: never test the real ones.
Put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Did you pull up on Ross that way or Trick Daddy?
I'm pulling up on you.
Franklin knows who I am. He knows who the get money every day. I said, Ben Franklin knows who the who you calling on. You a
Starting off, you'd think a simple red carpet interview would be harmless, right? Just a few questions, some polite laughs, and move on.
Gentlemen, right here, yeah!
Because when Joe Budden sat down with Migos, DJ Akademiks, and Nadeska Alexis at the 2017 BET Awards, something felt off.
I couldn't
wrap
hear
it up
anything
then.
over there too. Close it.
Close it.
Quavo sat stone-faced behind his sunglasses. Offset looked mildly annoyed. And Takeoff, he looked like he couldn't care less about being there. The energy was cold, tense still. DJ Akademiks, trying to keep things light, leaned in awkwardly. He turned to Takeoff and said, "I feel like you left off bad and Bouja. Does it bother you that people say that?" Takeoff didn't flinch. He didn't blink dot. He looked straight ahead and calmly replied, "Do it look like I was left off bad and Bougie?" He said it again. "Do it look like I was left off bad and bougie?"
Do it look like I'm left off bad and bougie?
What'd you say?
Do it look like I'm left off bad and bougie?
Nah.
DJ Akademiks froze. He didn't know what to say. He stammered, laughed nervously, tried to backtrack. Nadeska jumped in, trying to move the interview forward. But Joe Budden had already had enough. He leaned forward, cut through the awkwardness, and said, "All right, wrap it up then." Before anyone could respond, he stood up and dropped his mic.
Glad to succeed, man.
Hey man, you guys are nominated tonight. Have a good show.
It was disrespect, in body language form. Migos didn't say a word, but they all rose from their seats at the same time.
Have a good show.
Quavo flinched forward like he was about to charge.Offset, spread his arms wide. Takeoff adjusted his sleeves like he was ready to swing. Security moved in fast, no words were exchanged. But it didn't matter. The message was loud and clear.
Wait. No, wait.
Where's the security guard?
And while that moment with Migos became iconic for its awkward energy and silent standoff, the next one, it was loud, raw, personal. In 2013, DMX appeared on Iyanla, Fix My Life, hoping to repair his fractured relationship with his son.
Yes, still love you. I love you too.
But what followed was far from the healing moment he expected. Instead, the interview spiraled into a tense, emotional confrontation, one that exposed years of pain, mistrust, and anger right in front of the cameras.
Ladies, shut up, man. I'm talking about, no, listen, man.
After the emotional storm with DMX, things take a different turn. This time it wasn't yelling, it wasn't violence, it was Snoop Dogg, showing that sometimes you don't have to raise your voice to shut someone down. He walked in late, cool as ever, shades on. The air shifted the moment he entered. Snoop was in Norway, promoting Adidas in 2011, a rap icon in a foreign land. But time? Time wasn't something he was stressing about. The reporter had been. The interview started with tension already hanging in the air. The reporter, clearly annoyed by Snoop's lateness, tried to press him about it. But Snoop wasn't having any of it. He leaned back, calm, collected. And slowly, with the kind of energy only Snoop could deliver, he flipped the pressure right back on the interviewer.
5 hours late here. And
Man, shut the f up. Come on, man.
no, we just saw you on Twitter
Come on.
from the
I don't want to
border.
about 5 hours late. Nigga, here, be happy I'm here and ask some real questions.
And while Snoop shut things down with calm control, he brought fire. The year was 2014. Onyx, the legendary hardcore rap group, had just stepped into the Breakfast Club studio. Energy was high. They were laughing, reminiscing, talking about Jam Master Jay, their come-up, the grimy golden era of hip-hop.
Thank you. That was a great intro. Yes. Much appreciated. Live like a wire.
Charlamagne was playing it cool, asking questions, letting them shine. Then, he flipped the energy with one sentence, a comment about Fredro's past, something personal, something that hit a nerve. Fredro's face changed. Fredro immediately reacted.
Why we got an issue, bro?
Because you brought some that I ain't like, and I don't like that. Ain't no.
I ain't say you was, but you
don't
said
play
it.
me like that.
His voice rose. The vibe shifted instantly, from fun and nostalgic to hostile and unpredictable. What started as an ordinary interview nearly became a full-on fight. Charlamagne, DJ Envy, Angela Yee, all caught off guard. The room didn't just tense up, it turned electric.
You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. That's what I'm saying. You can't do nothing, big man.
Fredro's voice cut through the room. His face, stone cold. One personal comment, and the whole vibe shifted. But that wasn't the last time tension walked through those doors, because not long after, Birdman walked into the Breakfast Club like a warning. No greetings, no eye contact, just heat.
I want to start this straight telling all three of y'all stop playing with my name.
Let's go on there, let's go.
Stop playing with my name.
Let's do it on camera.
Birdman came in hot. No filters, no patience. He made it crystal clear he wanted respect. Then, without missing a beat, he unleashed the now iconic line, "Stop playing with my effing name, all three of y'all." It wasn't a request, it was a warning shot.
My name come up, respect it.
Let's go.
Stop playing with my name. All three of y'all.
After firing off his warning, the interview technically started, but the vibe was anything but normal. Charlamagne pushed, trying to get Birdman to explain his anger, but it only made one thing clearer. Birdman wasn't mad at them, he was mad at him.
I'm all good, but I'm saying why come here just to curse us
what's
up?
happening, man? I wanted to see you. I wanted to talk to you on your man in your face.
Absolutely.
You understand me?
Charlamagne was the target. Birdman laid it out plain. He didn't show up for the promo. He came to face Charlamagne man to man.
I knew a few places you was at. I could have pulled up, but I don't think that was gangster. I wanted to come look you in your face like a man and tell you how I feel.
Okay.
You understand me? Straight up like a man.
Birdman's entrance was all pressure. No talk, no tolerance, just 3 words, and the tension in that room hit the ceiling. Put some respect on my name. But Charlamagne, he's no stranger to moments like that. He's built a reputation off pushing buttons, and not always in a subtle way, whether it's Birdman, Beanie Sigel, or anyone in between. Charlamagne's often the spark behind some of hip-hop's most explosive interviews. Take October 2016, for example. Beanie Sigel came up to the Breakfast Club while feuding with Meek Mill. But instead of a calm sit-down, Charlamagne poked the bear, suggesting Beanie sounded more like a hater than a heavyweight that didn't go over well.
I was questioning you with your diss records, man. You sounding like a hater lately, man.
Hater?
Yeah.
How you say that? Hater?
Beanie wasn't cool with the disrespect. He shut it down real quick, making it clear that Charlamagne wasn't even qualified to speak on the beef. In Beanie's eyes, this was street business, and Charlamagne was out of his depth.
I don't think you qualified to even say I sound like a hater because you don't know all the particulars. So how you qualified to say I'm a hater? Hate on what?
Charlamagne kept digging, and Beanie snapped. He felt the questions weren't coming from a real place, and didn't hesitate to call Charlamagne out. At one point, he threatened to walk off the set entirely, and even hit him with one of the most disrespectful labels you can throw at someone in Philly, a sucker.
That other
Exactly was the
you ain't qualified to ask me that question. You ain't qualified to get that answer, bro.
Pushing buttons seems to come naturally on everyday struggle, and in 2019, Soulja Boy found himself at the center of it. Midway through the show, Akademiks threw shade, telling Soulja he needed to retire his overused Gucci headband. That didn't sit well. In response, Soulja pulled out stacks of cash, making it clear he wasn't broke, and things quickly spiraled. He went off on everyone in the studio, making sure they all knew he felt disrespected.
Oh, Drake, hold up.
For the rack shadow.
Oh, I can go buy, you know what I'm saying, 30 of these headbands, bro.
This next moment didn't just cross the line, it erased it completely. During what started as a laid-back interview, things took a dangerous turn when Chicago YouTuber F.Y.B Main brought on his close associate F.B.G. Butter. Everything was smooth at first. Genuine questions, respectful tone, no tension. But the mood shifted fast when J Mane brought up sensitive allegations involving King Lil J and snitching. That one topic pushed things over the edge, and suddenly, a gun was pulled. The joke stopped cold. The energy shifted when J Mane decided to get playful and pulled out a mousetrap as a joke. But Butter wasn't laughing. His face tightened, and the frustration was obvious. He told J Mane to chill, reminding him they were supposed to be cool. Butter made it clear, this wasn't the time to play games, and if things kept going in that direction, it could get serious, fast.
Another thing for your rat.
Boy, what? Come on, fuck. Playing with me, folks.
This a mousetrap.
Man, I don't know nothing about that. Tell me you making me mad, brother. I love you, folks. I'm trying to show you love on camera, folks. I ain't gonna never flaw you out. But this right here, you flawing me out, folks.
Bro.
That's clown J Mane.
And then came Lil House Phone. His emotional explosion on Adam 22 during a No Jumper episode in 2023 wasn't just drama. It was a breakdown years in the making. House Phone had been there from day one, helping build No Jumper from the ground up. But everything cracked when Adam aired a podcast with trans guest Gracie Jane and allowed an explosive revelation about House Phone to slip through. Even though Adam claimed he tried to edit it out, it was too late. The internet connected the dots, and House Phone's world flipped upside down. His privacy was shattered, his name dragged, and his loyalty betrayed, all by someone he once called a brother. When he confronted Adam live, the tension was suffocating. You could feel the pain in his voice, the fury behind every word. This wasn't just a fallout. It was the public collapse of a friendship built on trust and destroyed by clout.
You sold me down the river for 40,000 views, 50,000 views, bro.
You really think that? Like,
bro,
you actually
permanently altered my life. Do you understand
saw
that?
those text messages and you really believe that?
You didn't hear the worrisomeness in my voice?
I did, and that's why I told them to delete it.
Would have deleted the whole interview, Adam.
I mean, in retrospect, yes, I wish we did that.
It's all I wish afterwards.
Behind the scenes, things were even heavier. House Phone's phone was blowing up. Family members reaching out, worried sick. His mom had just passed away and he was already carrying the weight of unimaginable grief. And now this? To make matters worse, Adam had already issued an on-air apology. But to House, it felt hollow, scripted, like damage control, not real remorse.
She had to call me because my other family members was worried that I was gonna commit suicide. You're bro. And then let's move forward to that apology you gave when you're on the news. You're talking about, yeah, he's been going through the mom, he's been going through the hell. You're talking about the person that raised me, my best friend that died. Oh, he's been going through the mom.
And the wild part, that explosive moment wasn't even the first time House Phone had to check Adam for crossing the line. Months earlier, Adam cracked an out-of-pocket joke about House's late mother, saying she was beaten by his dad and even calling her a B*H on air. That wasn't just offensive, it was unforgivable. So when House walked away from No Jumper, nobody was surprised. Alongside a few other key members of the crew, he launched his own platform, Biggest Bro Entertainment. Staying would have only meant more disrespect, more tension, and a friendship that was already beyond saving. But the drama didn't end there. During one episode with Blasey and Yuri, House nearly snapped on co-host Potlord. What started as a light sneaker debate spiraled out of control when Potlord made a wild claim that DC shoes were bigger competition for Nike than Adidas. House tried to check him with facts, pointing out that Adidas is easily top 3 in the global sneaker game. But Potlord kept cutting him off again and again until House had enough. The frustration boiled over, and it looked like yet another explosion was about to hit the mic.
So just listen, okay, so like I don't. When you make, like when you say stuff like that, like, you have to, no, but just let me say what I'm saying. No, I'm not even, bro, you're not even letting me say what I'm saying.
The tension had been simmering. Then it erupted the moment House confronted Pot about his drinking. Pot fired back, cutting him off without hesitation. That was it. House exploded, fed up with the constant disrespect and interruptions.
Hey, hold on. Who not broke though, you drunk. You a drunk. That's what you beat your
House Phone isn't the only rapper who snapped mid-interview. Skinny from the 9 had his own meltdown during a sit-down with Craft Culture, and things got weird fast. From the jump, the host came out swinging. He pulled out a block of cheese, holding it up like a trophy. It was a not-so-subtle shot at the snitching allegations that have haunted Skinny for years. The message was clear. This wasn't an interview. It was an ambush.
There you go.
What's this?
That's for you. You know, just in case you get hungry throughout the interview, that's for you.
Cheese?
Skinny's irritation was clear, but the interview took an even stranger turn when the host suddenly threw out a random statistic about women's satisfaction in bed. The atmosphere became chaotic and unpredictable. The interviewer tried to steer things back on track until he crossed the line by bringing up Skinny's facial paralysis. That question shattered any remaining calm, instantly filling the room with tension.
You have trouble drinking even, you know, and sometimes I was wondering if it affects your ability to speak.
Like, I could still rap, I could still talk, I could still drink.
In 2022, Skinny had opened up about battling Bell's palsy, a condition that caused paralysis on the left side of his face. It was a serious, vulnerable moment for him, but the interviewer crossed a line, making a cruel joke that Skinny's music had been trash for years because of it. That was the breaking point. Skinny snapped, unleashing all the frustration he'd been holding back, and the interview instantly exploded into chaos.
So that explains why your music sounds like...
Boy, keep playing with me, man. I'm this disabled guy. I will still smack out of you. Smack this goofy. All to get smack. Press play on y'all. Stop playing with me.
All right.
That my boy.
All right.
Why? What's up? What I do to you?
Security.
Next up is the viral moment when young Vadoo's interview with Koko show blew up online. They were on the Trapland podcast, once friends. Now at odds after a recent falling out, the conversation started off fairly normal, but halfway through, everything shifted. Koko suddenly went on the attack, accusing young Vadoo of being just another clout-chasing rapper, calling him out for pretending to live the street life and labeling him fake. The room instantly charged with tension, and the showdown was on. To make matters worse, Koko admitted he'd been holding back, because if they ever threw hands, one of them was going to get seriously bodied.
And the only reason why I let you rock and we left it alone, you know why? Yes, on my soul. The only reason why I left you alone and left you rock, you know why? Because if me and you go at it, somebody gonna die. On my soul.
Young Vad wasn't about to back down. He fired back, fully aware that Koko wasn't exactly ready to throw down either, but Koko kept pressing, boasting that no one had ever been able to shut him up despite all the trash talk that pushed Vad over the edge. Without hesitation, he threw a sharp uppercut, silencing Koko once and for all. The whole clash blew up online soon after, turning into a viral sensation.
Leave it alone! Yes, sir, on my soul! Hey, yo, listen, y'all. I've been doing for 4 years, y'all. I've been talking to everybody who has ever put a hand...
Later, Vad hopped on Instagram Live with his homie Relly to break down the fallout with Koko. Vad revealed that Koko had actually offered him $100 to disrespect him on camera during the interview. A deal Vad was fine with at first, but when Koko started dragging Vad's people into the mix and throwing around death threats, Vad knew things had crossed a serious line. Some lines just can't be crossed. And Koko learned that the hard way, but Vad wasn't the only one dealing with disrespectful interviewers. Things got messy when GBO and Southside appeared on Open Thoughts with Funny Marco. The interview started off chill, with Southside and Marco trading jokes and good vibes, but once GBO jumped in, it was like they took over the whole show. From that moment, the energy shifted and the disrespect came fast and hard. Directed straight at Marco, they treated him like a nobody, even mocking him as if he were homeless. You could see Marco wasn't feeling it, but he stayed professional through it all.
You the referee, stupid.
Referees do be tripping.
That hat from, bro. That's what I want to know.
I got this from Target.
Nowhere, found it.
Target?
Let me see this stupid.
Actually, 9.5 for real, bro.
It don't matter if they was against me.
I'll count it.
You finna get his money.
Count what I gave him, bro.
Let me count it.
Dude, shut the...
All right, bet.
We got you, bro. Don't trip. You dressed, I thought you...
Eventually, GBO and Southside wrapped up the interview, but not before throwing a few more jabs at the studio. Then, after the cameras stopped rolling, a clip surfaced online that didn't make the final cut. In it, Southside was caught on camera tossing Marco's $30,000 Rolex, smashing it to pieces.
More respect, you ain't got no face. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro. Hey, shut dude. All right, let's get it. I'm giving you more respect than you deserve. So it's like, I'm coming.
Fans had mixed reactions to the Rolex incident. Some said it was fair game, pointing out that funny Marco used to prank and clown on people all the time in his early days, so maybe this was just karma. One Facebook commenter wrote, "I feel like the episode was cool, they were just matching his vibe." But Marco didn't stay quiet for long. He fired back saying, "Nah, they broke my $30,000 watch and called me a B*H. I don't talk to people like that." It was clear Marco wasn't cool with how things went down, and many fans stood with him, calling out the disrespect. But the drama didn't stop there. Next up, Mayo, an OG from the streets, clashing with YouTuber Booba during an interview. Booba thought it'd be funny to joke around acting like he could beat Mayo up and snatch his chain, but Mayo wasn't having it from the start. He made it clear he wasn't in the mood for any nonsense. Still, Booba kicked off the interview talking reckless, flat out saying his goal was to snatch some chains.
I came over here like
Right now, don't say nothing crazy though.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, I came over here, like, my objective over here today was to, you know what I'm saying, snatch some chains. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
You should try that.
Booba kept baiting him, slowly wearing down Mayo's calm. Finally, Mayo shot him a serious look and asked if he was ready for a showdown. A clear warning to ease up before things escalated. The air was heavy with tension, like a powder keg ready to blow.
So why they keep looking at me like that? Like, they're making me feel a type of way.
You want your moment, right?
Huh?
You want your moment, right?
Wait, what you mean?
You gonna get it.
Nah.
Guarantee you gonna
no,
get it.
not like that. I'm just saying, like,
I guarantee you gonna get it. I swear on everything I love, you're gonna get your moment.
Booba ignored every warning, relentlessly baiting Mayo with reckless questions and forced jokes. Mayo's patience snapped when Booba crossed the line, boldly asking just how badly he'd get his whooped. In that instant, something inside Mayo snapped too. His calm shattered, and he made it brutally clear this wasn't a game.
Look, quick question, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, right? How badly, right, you think I could, like, beat your
You could hear the steel in Mayo's voice as he snapped. "Didn't I tell you not to play with me?" A clear warning as he checked Booba. Then came Kanye West, losing it on Piers Morgan like never before. Kanye was pouring his heart out about the Adidas fallout and the relentless cancel culture chasing him, but Piers kept cutting him off, dismissing every word like it didn't matter. The disrespect was unbearable. With each interruption, Kanye's frustration boiled over, finally exploding in a raw, unfiltered outburst.
Let's go top 10 in each one of these categories, right? Let's read Michael B. Jordan's
contract. Okay, but why would any of that? Okay, but why would any of that? Why would any of that?
Hey, bro, I ain't finished. I ain't finished my sentence.
It has anything to do with regret.
Hey, boy.
Don't call me boy.
Don't finish. I told you. Oh, don't treat me like a boy then. I'm gonna finish my sentence of my idea.
When the disrespect hit a fever pitch, Kanye made his move. Fed up with the constant interruptions and dismissive attitude, he stood up and walked out, sending a clear message that he wouldn't tolerate that level of disrespect. The moment shocked viewers and made headlines worldwide.
Then I will say, I'm sorry.
Okay, if that's your position, that's clear.
Interview adjourned. Love you.
But Kanye's walkouts didn't stop there. A few weeks later, he appeared on Tim Pool's show, and the situation repeated itself. During the interview, Kanye wanted to talk about the unfair treatment he felt he received from certain people, but Tim hesitated to get specific, fearing backlash. Kanye pressed him, asking who are they, and wanting Tim to name the people he felt were against him.
And I almost shed a tear, almost, but I still walked in stride through it. Yeah.
I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who was they though?
When Tim refused to name names, Kanye's frustration boiled over. Without hesitation, he stood up and walked out. Fed up with a host who was dodging the truth just to avoid getting canceled, it was another bold statement. Kanye wasn't here to play by anyone's rules.
In 2018.
What do you mean it's not?
What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about? Are you leaving?
Are you referring to the press?
Rappers snapping in interviews? Kanye's not alone. EBE Bands, a white drill rapper from Chicago, had his own heated moment with DJ Vlad during the interview. Vlad compared him to Slim Jesus, another white drill artist who was gaining viral fame at the time. To add fuel to the fire, Vlad posted an article labeling Bands as the next Slim Jesus. Bands took serious offense to the comparison and wasn't shy about making his feelings known.
Your music video,
right,
on Vlad TV, right? And I purposely titled it what I titled it because I wanted it to get a lot of attention.
Triggered by the comparison and determined to set the record straight. Unlike Slim Jesus, Bands flashed his gun at Vlad to make his point clear. He flashed his gun at Vlad, making it painfully clear he wasn't someone to be underestimated.
I ain't no next nothing. I've been out before him. Months, years before him. In all honesty, I ain't blow up because my look real and authentic. My CO2 gun. Boy, nah, man, nah.
In another heated moment, the Island Boys found themselves in a tense standoff on the Danza Project podcast. Fresh off going viral for kissing each other, they walked into the studio ready to defend their image, but then YouTuber La Mike, also a guest, dropped a loaded question, asking if they were going to kiss it out amid their ongoing argument. That was the spark. The Island Boys stood up, making it clear they weren't here to joke around.
That's New Orleans lingo for like, I'm joking.
I know what Joseph is. Hey, but first of all, I kicked you and you didn't.
Hey, you finally not musty too. Bro. Y'all gonna kiss it out or like what's good?
Man, shut your right now.
That's cap.
Whoa. Back up. What you gonna do about it?
Whoa. The tension dipped for a moment, just enough to catch your breath. Then one of the Island Boys defiantly shrugged off the haters and online critics, claiming he didn't care what anyone said. But Danza fired back with a sharp question. If they truly didn't care, why did they get so heated when the kissing topic came up? That moment exploded. Tension skyrocketed, nearly sparking a physical fight. The Island Boys snapped, threatening to tear up all the podcast equipment if that subject was ever brought up again. It was clear they weren't in the mood for jokes or disrespect.
They gotta say, man, they're gonna hate on you regardless.
But you say what they gotta say. Yeah. That's what you say, right? But at the end of the day, let's keep it 100 because we got both of y'all here too. Yeah. What's going on with you two kissing each other and
Bro, shut your ass. Break this.
Hey, yo, that I would love to see you try.
Bro, what are you talking about?
I would love to see you try that.
It's not just these two rappers who get touchy about certain topics. Take Babylos, for example. After teaming up with the Island Boys in 2020, he started gaining serious attention. So much so that Danza even dubbed him the fourth Island Boy. However, things took a turn recently when her Rich Kevin pushed Lost to talk about that viral video of the Island Boys kissing. That question hit a nerve and Lost snapped, completely losing his cool on the interviewer.
Did you see the Island Boys kiss? Bruh, stop mentioning them dudes for real, bruh. Like, no, I'm just saying though, like, did you see them? No. Stop doing that, bruh. Like, this interview ain't about that. Like, it could go down in this interview, bruh. Like, do you want it to go down in this interview?
After facing backlash from the incident, Lost posted a video trying to clear his name. He explained that he lost his cool because the interviewer wouldn't stop bringing up the Island Boys. Thankfully, the interviewer eventually backed off. Otherwise, things could have spiraled out of control. Now, switching gears to 16 Shotum. Not a rapper, but a well-known figure in the rap world for interviewing tons of artists. One day, while on No Jumper being interviewed by Flacco, a member of the No Jumper crew, 16 didn't hold back. He called out Flacco for playing both sides, acting cool with one of 16's rivals while also trying to be friendly with him.
It's like you with me, then you're some police too.
How is that our fault though? Because you said, right?
What you mean, how's your fault? You standing behind you calling me a clout chaser and you standing behind this showing you.
No, right.
I don't want you to be on my side.
Anyway, that's all from us today, guys.